Well, it's the start of season 11, and after a very solid transfer window, we are ready to hopefully make some progress this season. Our first season with European football in the Europa League. Let's see how we get on in the start of our league campaign. Hello, how's it going? Welcome back to some more Football Manager 2024 and another part of non-league to Champions League with South Shields. Today we are back with our opening two Premier League matches of season 11 against West Ham United and Bournemouth. West Ham were a team we beat 8-0 at home last season, so I'm hoping that we can have a similar result today to really prove our credentials after what I think was a very solid transfer window. I don't think it was necessarily all fireworks, and I don't think every signing will be a big one. We obviously had some huge outgoings as well, and saying goodbye to some players that have been with us for a long portion of the journey. So a bit of a changing of the guard in the team, but hopefully we're going to build on last season. We've strengthened in the areas that we intended to strengthen in, and hopefully that will reflect in our opening couple of results. But if you weren't around yesterday or transfer specials aren't your thing, I'll take you through all of our signings since the start of the window. Our first big signing of the window was Nicholas Oliver, 24-year-old English defensive midfielder. He came in from Wolverhampton for £41 million. He's a good Premier League player, 3.5-star ability and potential. And you look at those attributes in the register role, I think he will be very, very handy indeed in that position, and he's had an excellent pre-season for us. We then signed Betinho from Palmeiras for £13 million. Again, a very, very decent pre-season for him. 3-star ability, 4.5-star potential. Definitely looks like one for the future. And when you see some of our business a little bit later on, you'll see why I'm very excited about him. He's got good first touch, good technique, decent passing, decent finishing really for a attacking midfielder, and he is going to be playing in that role, and hopefully will take us forward. Has a very decent record in Brazil so far. Some of the early outgoings of the summer, we let Donovan Robinson head out on loan, and that was pretty much it. In terms of released players, we got rid of, let's have a look, did Stefan Ronco ever get a club? Oh, he didn't. He's going to retire soon, isn't he? Which is a real shame. Beto retired, and Pierre Koopmeiners has also left the club. In terms of more incomings, Bruno Guimaraes has joined on a free transfer from Newcastle, and he's only 2-star ability, 2-star potential, apparently only a decent championship player, but you look at these attributes, I mean, so many of them are dark green, and you think, wow, this guy's got to be good, surely. Played 2 times for Newcastle in the league last season. Didn't really get much of an opportunity, but has been a very solid player for them over the years, and I think his experience will be invaluable in our first season in Europe. Michael Asante made his deal permanent, £20.5 million. He scored 8 goals in 6 starts last year. Very, very good off the bench, and was a very reliable player. And definitely a good backup option up top. We got a brand new centre-back in Nathan Collins, 32 years old, Irish international, very experienced. Still got some excellent attributes in there, and I think will be a very important player for us. He has been almost ever present for Brentford over the years, and fingers crossed he will do a good job for a couple of seasons, joining Husa at centre-back. We've brought in Gabriel, 22-year-old Brazilian goalkeeper, in on loan from Manchester United as a bit of a, he's a third goalkeeper because Hoyenhal has left on loan to join Leeds. He's played a few games in the past for Man United and seems to have done a decent job, so hopefully he will be a good third keeper option. And then our final deal of the window so far is Ethan Nwaneri. He has come in from Brentford as well. He's come in for £35 million. He's a good Premier League player, 3.5-star ability. And he is only 26 years old. He's an English international and can play in behind the striker. He can play in midfield. He can play up top. He can play on either side as well. So I'm very excited about him. I think he will be a very good player, and hopefully he will come good. But we'll just have to see. It could rise to 52 million based on many performance-based clauses. On the outgoings then, Ronan Cromie's gone out on loan to Sheffield United. Prendergast has gone for another season at Reading. Hoyenhal's gone out on loan to Leeds. David Washington has gone to Blackburn for 16.75 million. I think that's a huge bit of business for us there. Ethan Wheatley has finally gone. He's gone to Rotherham for 250 grand. And this is the big one. Ahmed Hassan has joined Aston Villa for 63 million pounds. Of course, once a wonder kid, has got some excellent attributes. This could be one that we live to regret. Had a very poor season last year in the Bundesliga and never really hit any heights, and it's a massive amount of money for us, for somebody that wanted to leave anyway. But this is the one that hurts. Jamal Gonzaga has gone to Napoli for 55 million. It was a very tough decision to accept that bid, but it just felt like that was way too much for us to turn down, despite him being one of our star players over the last couple of years. But that money will be reinvested, and we will go and get some improved players. Julio Pabon, who we signed on a free transfer in January, he's gone to join Lazio for the season. They're paying a decent amount of money for him, and will probably make that deal permanent for around about £20 million. We also got rid of Oscar Aranda. He has gone to Union Berlin in Germany, 31 years old now, and managed to get 12.25 million for a player that's only played 24 times for us, of which only 11 of them were starts, and only played 8 games in La Liga last season. I think that is an awesome bit of business for us. So very happy to get rid of him. And Novotny is gone for another season at West Bromwich Albion. Scored 23 goals last year. We've set him a target of getting a 7.1 average rating this season, and we've told him that he will be a regular starter next year if he achieves that. So lots and lots of business going on. We've still got plenty of money to spend. We've got 81 million in the transfer kitty and £500,000 per week to spend on wages. This window is certainly not done, and I think where we will possibly improve the squad is in the wide areas. If we go into best 11, you can see there on the wings, that's possibly places that we need to improve on. Maybe even another attacking midfielder in there. Don't really know what this is all based upon, but I think we're in a good position anyway, certainly to start off the season. Few more signings and we'll be in a great place, I reckon. They're expecting us to finish 14th. I'd be pretty happy with that, especially with Europa League to contend with as well. It could be a bit of a sticky season for us. But if we play anything like we did last year, we will be absolutely fine and scoring a hell of a lot of goals along the way as well. So this is the team that we are going to put out there for our first match against West Ham. Alan Murphy continues in goal with Chamadeu, Husa, Collins and Masudi in defence. Oliver and Lewis Skelly will start as the defensive midfielders, with Patterson, Nwaneri and Bontonali starting behind Ekadi Mora up top. Okay. Here we go then. Wanyeri, he is going to be the number 23. That seems like a decent number for him. And let's get ourselves into it. Obviously, huge favourites against West Ham. We absolutely hammered them last season, no pun intended there. And they are a team that have been struggling over the last few years. They have got a big stadium, and they will be expecting to do a lot better than that. But yeah, we had a bit of a sticky end to the last season. We lost 3 of our last 4 matches in all competitions, so I'm hoping that we can get off to a good start. Looking at pre-season, we certainly seem in good form. He has Chamadeu on the ball. This is a chance early on, whipped into the middle. Here's Oliver with the shot, hits the bar, and that would have been an awesome start to life at the Sir Robert Briggs Arena for him, but unfortunately cannoned back off the crossbar. But I'm thinking with 2 high-quality defensive midfielders, that will hopefully be quite creative as well. That's just going to add to how dangerous we are going forward. But yeah, very, very interesting start. Oliver once again with a good interception there. Good start for him. And there's Collins with his interception. Masudi now. Masudi on the ball. Gets it forward towards Wanyeri, but couldn't quite do anything with that. Here's Espria. Gets it forward. Masudi gets it. Here's Collins now. Husa finds Chamadeu on the right-hand side. He gets it forward now to Patterson. Danny Patterson turns and gets on the ball. Forward to Wanyeri now. And now here's Patterson again. Whips it into the middle and Mora scored. I think that was a big deflection, but it won't matter to him. That is a fantastic start to the season for Ekedi Mora, who scored, I think it was 27 goals last season in all competitions. He's probably going to have a very big year. Yes, it was a huge deflection, but it does go in, and it is 1-0 to South Shields, and that just settles the nerves a little bit. And certainly some of the new boys were involved in that move, and some good interceptions so far from Collins and Oliver. And fingers crossed that's a good sign. Here's Lewis Skelly on the ball. He's pushing forward down this left-hand side. Gets it back to Nathan Collins. Gets it to Oliver now. Oliver with a chance again, and I'm liking that intent with the long shots. Can't remember what his long shot stat is. 14. So yeah, he is going to be somebody that is looking to do that quite often, and I think we could have some good goals from him this season. If he's pushing forward and shooting from range, I think he's going to be a very, very good addition to the side. And that blonde hair, nobody's going to miss him, that's for sure. Anyway, coming up to half-time, 1-0. And yeah, in the lead, looking good. Not a lot of possession, which is a bit strange for us. But yeah, let's see if we can improve in this second half. Obviously, Ekedi Mora scored a good goal, but yeah, we need to have more possession, I would suggest. Considering, we're at home and look very much in control of the match, just not seeing much of the ball, which is a bit weird. Here's Husa, gets it to Lewis Skelly now. Lewis Skelly loses it. Now here's Ferguson. Oh, it's a good interception by Collins. Gets it to Masudi now. Masudi on the ball on the left-hand side. Finds Bontanali. Now here's Wanyeri. Wanyeri, he whips it into the middle, and there's Mora, makes it 2-0, and Ethan Wanyeri gets his first assist for the club. Mora scores his second, and already stating his credentials to be a potential Golden Boot winner this year. I think he's got it in him, especially with the service he's going to receive. It's just going to be whether he can put them in the back of the net. Here's Masudi, gets it to Lewis Skelly now. Lewis Skelly to Masudi again. Collins had a good game so far. Oliver finds Husa. Husa on the ball. This is a good movement from him. Gets it to Chamadeu, forward to Patterson. Patterson still going, gets it in, and there's Wanyeri with his goal. Makes it 3-0, and an excellent debut goal for him. and he is making an impact already. That's what you want to see. That is what you want to see from your new boy. It was good movement. Patterson on the right-hand side, who'll feel that he'll want to be the one in behind the striker this year. Nwaneri could well be somebody that comes off the bench, but if he makes himself undroppable in these first few matches, who knows? But already 3-0. Scored 2 goals in 8 minutes in the second half. Here's Chamadeu. Can we make it 4-0? Gets it to Bontonali, who wants to get involved. That's a good tackle, though, from Janelle. It's away again, but Oliver cuts it out, goes for the shot just above the bar, unfortunately for him. But he is having a great game. Lots of good interceptions, which is what we want to see from our defensive midfielder. Right, I am thinking Bontonali's going to come off. We're going to put Nwaneri on that left-hand side. I want to give Bettino some minutes. Masudi is going to come off as well. We're going to put Alexander on that left-hand side. Chamadeu's going to come off for Brody Hughes. Just trying to switch it up a little bit, protect on yellow cards and that sort of thing, particularly in the first game of the season. Here's Alexander with a throw, gets it to Bettino. Bettino to Alexander. Now Lewis Skelly. Here's Nwaneri with the shot, and there it is. It is 4-0 now. Second goal of the game for Ethan Nwaneri, and he's now in a race with Mora to go and get the first hat-trick of the season, but he's looking like a very good signing. And, well, Bettino didn't get to see much of him there, but at least had a pass that found its target. Here's Alexander, and once again we're on this left-hand side. Seems to be a big source of creativity. Alexander into the middle. Patterson with the shot makes it 5. And now we are very much dominating the game. I don't think anything can stop us at this point. And can we go and match last season's result? Of course, 8-0. What's happened here? Brody Hughes has picked up an injury. It's a bit annoying. Yeah, let's put Husa there. And we're going to bring on Nigu for him. Yeah, Collins looks fine. I think one more substitution here. I'm going to go for Lewis Skelly. Morell's going to come on for him. Very good. Okay, right, 15 minutes to go then. Might as well praise the boys, keep them happy in this match. Are we going to get a Nwaneri or Mora hat-trick here? Doesn't look like it's going to be the case, but a very, very encouraging first game of the season. Looks like Everton have scored a 5th as well. There is going to be some final drama here. Bettino with a free kick. What an introduction this would be if he scores this. Bettino just over the bar. But if we've got a free kick taker in our future as well, I mean, it's only 11 free kick takers. It's not great, to be honest. It's one thing that we've never really been able to replace from the Sir Robert Briggs days. But that is an excellent first day performance. 5-0. Brody Hughes out for 5 to 6 weeks. That's a bit of a tough pill to swallow because he is very, very good. Nwaneri gets man of the match in his first performance for us. 2 goals and an assist on debut. Doesn't get better than that, it has to be said. So, yeah, very, very happy with that one. Let's see how we get on against Bournemouth. There might be some signings in between as well. Okay, just the one change for this match against Bournemouth then, and it is a brand new signing. Alex Sione from Uruguay, 23-year-old Uruguayan international, has got some excellent attributes, can play through the middle, but can also play out wide. Looks very, very good. Excellent passing, excellent technique, good pace, good decisions, excellent dribbling. I think will be a very good player. £62 million we've had to spend on him, but I'm very, very impressed, and I think he will be a good sign. So he goes straight in. Bontonali awaits on the bench. He was probably the weakest player out of everyone in the last match, but that's not to say that Bontonali's career is over at South Shields. He is still going to be my favourite player to play there, but he needs somebody that's going to pressure him into working hard in that position. But very, very happy with the balance of this team now. I think we are in a great position with it all. We're going to give him the number 12 shirt. As long as we don't get loads and loads of injuries, I think we're going to be in a really good place this season, because I just think we've got so much quality going forward, but we've shored up the defence very, very well with an excellent defensive midfielder, a brilliant centre-back, and some good backup options in there now that we've been developing over the last few years. So let's see how we get on against Bournemouth. Obviously, we got off to a fairly slow start against West Ham, but I'm hoping that we can, continue our good form. Didn't concede in that opening match against West Ham. Here's Traore with a free kick. Excellent save from Alan Murphy. Needed it as well. That was very close to being 1-0. Here's Traore. He whips it into the middle. Header up in the air. Sione gets it clear, but here's Ngom, and that's wide. It's another corner. Yeah, want to see Sione put in a good performance today. 62 million. It was a risky signing, but he was somebody that had come up on the scout reports, had consistently been recommended by the scouts. So we thought we'll take a little bit of a risk, because I did say we probably need one more wide player. And it seems like now we've got one. As long as he is good, it would be an absolute disaster if he turned out to not be what he's been built up to be. But already a good Premier League player, 4-star ability. Yeah, Skip gets it forward to Williams. Great save by Murphy. We have been a little bit lacklustre in this first half, it's fair to say. Here's Traore with the cross into the middle, header away. Once again, Wanyeri tries to chase it. Doesn't get there though, gets it back now. Here's Chamadeu, finds Lewis Skelly. End of highlight there. We've demanded more from the players. It's not been the smoothest start to this match, it's fair to say. And, well, what can we do to change this up? We don't really want to be bringing off our £62 million player, but I think we're going to have to. We're going to bring on Bontonali, and we're going to bring on Michael Asante. We're going to take the risk of 2 new players at half-time to see if we can get this back on track. Here's Masudi. Gets it back to Collins now. Collins loses it, but wins it back straight away. That was poor, though, from Collins. And that's forward now to Traore. This is a great chance for Bournemouth. And that was very close. But Murphy, I think, had it covered. He's having an outstanding game. 7.4 rating for him so far. Patterson tried to get it forward. Misplaced his pass. Here's Skip. Skip finds Chotard. Now here's Williams. Is that Chalk? I think it's Chalk over the bar. It goes from Williams right. Wanyeri's going to go on to the right. Patterson's going to come off for Bettinio. And Oliver's going to come off for Hamza Morel. We'll see if that makes a difference. Here's Lewis Skelly. Gets it to Oliver now. Oliver forward to Patterson. This is Wanyeri forward to Asante. Oh, it should have been closer, that. It was a snatched at chance. Bit of a disappointing come down. Excellent cross by Wanyeri. Here's Morel. Gets it to Bettinio now. Here's Masudi. Masudi to Morel. Here's Collins now. Don't lose it again, Nathan. Gets it wide to Chamadou. Chamadou, this is a great chance for him. He whips it into the middle, and there was Asante waiting. It was poor goalkeeping from Bazunu, but Michael Asante puts it in, and again, another super sub performance from him, and you feel like he might never ever get the love of being a starting striker unless there was an injury to Mora, but he just seems to pop up from the bench and do stuff like that. Puts us 1-0 up. And that will put us top of the table as it stands. We're going to keep pushing on to try and get a second goal here. Not in the best of shape, are we? Might have to look at going defensive, but I just feel like if we invite the pressure on, it's not going to be good. Here's Masudi. He cuts inside. Masudi gets it to Lewis Skelly. Ho, over the bar. Bit unlucky there. Was Lewis Skelly. What's his long shot now? 12. Feel like we've had some crackers from Lewis Skelly over the years, haven't we? Right, here's Chamadou with the throw. He's asking players to get into the middle. Surely he's not going to go for a long throw. No, Wanyeri. Here's Chamadou again. Wanyeri again. Chamadou. Here's Lewis Skelly and Bontanali. Nope. Masudi. Can he find Chamadou? Oh, it goes back now to Husset, who does find Chamadou, and Chamadou's going to deliver it again. Nope, Morel. Here's Lewis Skelly now, cuts inside, and Bontanali, a second chance goes begging for him. He's got to be very careful. That's a poor tackle from Husa. That might even be a red card. Nope. He gets away with it. But how didn't we score there? If we don't win the match now, it'll come back to that moment. And this could be a late chance for Bournemouth. We've decided to not go defensive. That might be a mistake. It might be a big mistake. Here's Archer. Cuts inside. Yeah. Oh, what a save. Wow. Alan Murphy pulls off contender for save of the season already. The header over the bar, and I think that is going to be Bournemouth's lot. This is a good victory to get. You know, a 1-0 when we've not played that well. We haven't taken our chances. And Bournemouth have had their chances. I think we'll say we'll take that and move on. But 2 victories, 2 clean sheets. You've got to say, signs are positive. Signs are very positive. Okay, we've played 2 of the teams that you'd expect to be near the bottom of the table, but we will settle for that. Murphy, incredible performance from him. I mean, what was that? Was that an 8.1? And 2 clean sheets already. He's improving all of the time. He's only 25, so goalkeepers tend to improve as they go through their career. 2 clean sheets already. He only had 9 last season in its entirety. So excellent start, and you know, coupled with this very, very positive pre-season, I think we could be on for a good one here. We've got Southampton next, and then the EFL Cup third round. But I think we will be back for our first European football game in the Europa League. Let's just have a little look at when all of that kicks off. Stages. Not really that I'm looking for. Maybe on rules, league phase. When does that start? 8th of September, which happens to be my birthday as well. So I think we will be back for our first match in the Europa League next time out, and that is going to be exciting. We might have a couple more signings. We still have money to spend, so there could be maybe 1 or 2 more players that come through the door. But hopefully you've enjoyed that. If you have, give it a massive thumbs up down below. Subscribe for daily Football Manager videos. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.